In California, some parents are throwing measles parties. These are the parents who've decided not to vaccinate their children because reasons. The explanations blur. They attribute the rise in autism to vaccinations. They don't want to pump all those chemicals into their babies' tiny bodies. There are other things in life more likely to cause their children harm. There are other parents, however, who not only want their children vaccinated, but want nothing to do with the parents who refuse to do so. It's now a thing that parents will either ask other parents what their position is before allowing their children to go to parties or play dates, or they just won't let them go. They aren't interested in seeing their children needlessly catch disease because some other parents have a different view. Is it legitimate? Can parents decide that they shouldn't allow their children to be vaccinated? Medically, no, it's nuts. Sure, there was a time when autism numbers were skyrocketing, that people speculated it was due to vaccines, but it's been tested to death, and the scientific verdict is clear. Vaccines do not cause autism. That's not me saying so, it's the scientists. Correlation does not prove causation. But logic has nothing to do with fear and ignorance. Doubts remain, and that's enough for some parents, even though their doubts are based in ignorance. Therein lies the problem. That ignorance does not provide a justification to do harm. For the parents who are against vaccinations, the anti-vaxxers, their arguments are grounded in the absence of evidence. They don't know what causes autism, so that ignorance entitles them to make decisions that would otherwise require proof. But why take the risk, they say? Well, that's a facile statement and could just as easily be said about space aliens because they've yet to reveal themselves to us. So for now, they're imaginary, even if we believe they exist. But indulging our imagination for space aliens doesn't cause harm to anyone else. It just makes crazies look crazy. Indulging imagination by not vaccinating children, on the other hand, has given rise to a significant resurgence in a disease that had been and should be eradicated in America. People with infants too young to vaccinate are put at risk because of some baseless choice made by some other parent. Sure, they only care about their baby, not the other baby who gets measles. They're just collateral damage from this parent's choice. But they are forcing their choice on the parents who disagree. In California, where the anti-vaxxer movement seems to have taken hold, there's a growing rift at schools, activities and friendships based on the potential for disease. How real is that potential? Well, anti-vaxxers say not a single death from measles has been reported in the past 10 years. Snopes, on the other hand, calls BS, adding that according to the World Health Organization, 145,000 people died of measles in 2013 alone. Not here, not yet, but it's a killer and it's back. I'm pretty big on people's constitutional rights, including the rights of parents to make decisions on behalf of their children. So it pains me to say this, but one parent's unfounded doubts about vaccination isn't a good reason to create a serious risk of harm or death to some other parent's baby. You're allowed to have your doubts, but you have no right to condemn other people's babies to life-threatening diseases. Your rights end at other people's lives.